Hello everyone, this is the Real Black Otaku. For those of you who've been following my vlogs on Elfen Lied trolling, you should know that I have just recently finished reading the Elfen Lied manga. So, I find it appropriate that I share my experience with it with all of my fine viewers. I'll do my best not to go full-blown fanboy in this video, and will avoid most manga spoilers, but a handful of anime spoilers will be mentioned. First off, the anime adapted up to chapter 71 or so, and with the exception of some minor changes, the anime was very loyal for what it adapted. In fact, except for some missing context, the flashbacks in the OVA are just about verbatim from the manga. One thing I noticed is that some things seem to be dragged out a little too long. And there are also a handful of plot holes. It was able to fill in a couple of plot holes from the anime, most notably why the director has horns, but there's still some left unfilled. One of them involving a character named Anna, and another involving these two girls, whose appearance remind me a lot of the shadow behind the door from the anime finale. But there are two that I want to focus on, both involving Lucy. The first one, and this one being present in the anime as well, just why Lucy didn't tell Kota her name when they met when they were young. The other is just how she got the name Lucy to begin with. In the last few pages, it is revealed that her real name is Kaede. Yeah, so I find it weird how it was never explained in just how or why she is referred to as Lucy. But I have more important things to worry about, like the rest of the character cast. For the most part, the characters are just about the same, with a few exceptions. There's Nozomi, a girl who's trying to apply to a music college and is living with everyone else in a Mabel house. She never really made it into the anime. And there are a plethora of other characters who weren't introduced until after the anime stops, including the before-mentioned Anna. One thing I liked is how many of the characters got more attention and development in the manga. Hell, even the asshole Bondo got more development. Not much, but a hell of a lot more than what he got in the anime. I also liked how some of the characters' personalities were fleshed out a lot more, including Mayu's distrust in men, and the times where Nana completely loses her shit. However, the one character I want to talk about the most is, surprise, surprise, Lucy. At first, I really didn't like how they handled her character in the manga. She seemed too vicious, and didn't seem like that lone, damaged girl that I've grown to know and love. However, as I continued to read, it simply became another layer of depth on our already deep character. At first, I saw Lucy as a damaged individual who kills more or less out of necessity, and you being the person who she once was before the abuse and torment that she would be subjected to later on. Now while the damaged girl seeking forgiveness and acceptance is still there is also a darker side to her whose main goal is to exterminate the human race. Quite honestly, I'm surprised that the first 4 times I watched the anime I didn't pick up on that. Now the most interesting thing about her is, in fact, Miu. You see, Miu isn't her former self, but her ideal self. The one who she wanted to be, but couldn't. Comparable to Yoshino from Day Live and Midori from Lobusters. Granted, that is just my personal speculation on Miu's character, but I digress. Even though I wasn't too fond of it at first, it allowed me to love Lucy more than I already did. Overall, I'm willing to say that the manga did many things better than the anime, but it doesn't change the fact that I love the anime with a burning passion. Elfen Lied in both the anime and the manga is a tragic love story between Kota and Lucy, and the torment that Lucy as an individual has gone through. It also showed how we as human beings fear what's different and call others monsters when we are in fact the real monsters. It was an emotional rollercoaster ride, and I loved every second of it. The experience that I will never forget for as long as I live. Go ahead and tell me down in the comments some of your thoughts on the Elfen Lied manga and some of the points I brought up here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go check my vlogging channel at Elfen Lied Trolling by clicking right here or in the link in the description. Special thanks goes to Ninja Mushi Reviews, because if it wasn't for the tag videos that he started, and more specifically the question involving manga, I don't know how long it would have taken for me to pick the Elfen Lied manga back up if I would have done so at all. I cannot thank you enough. Keep an eye out for my next review, which should be out fairly soon. Until then, this is the Real Black Otaku signing out. See ya.